and my 13-year-old nose loved the way she smelled, similar to red Jell-O and Granddaddy's aftershave. That same year, I watched my schoolmate's mother walk him to the bus stop every morning in a long, brown hijab, with lunch in hand, smelling like cocoa butter. And she would kiss him on the cheek and tell all of us, "Masalama," and we would all feel so acknowledged. I looked forward to this ritual. We all noticed it had been weeks since we'd seen him or his mother. On a Friday Juma, he was finally at the bus stop, and we, who barely even talked to him, asked where he'd been. And one of us yelled, "And where's your mom? I missed her too." And he said, with a face as blank as a dry erase board, "She died of AIDS last week. I'm not going to hide it. If you don't want to touch me or talk to me, then don't." And I watched my bus stop friends scatter and move away from him. I stayed where I was standing and said, I was really sorry. If only Donna Baba had appeared, like Shazam, like Pow, like Alhamdulillah. In the 80s, the Cancer Journals, Audre Lorde, Homage to My Hips, Lucille Clifton, Tar Baby, Toni Morrison. 1980. And you didn't see The Wiz until you were 10, and this is how you thought it might be. Because even at 10, you could tell the future. Because even at 10, you knew you'd be a teacher. Because even at 10, you knew about the dream version of the East Coast. Because even at 10, you knew about peril. Because even at 10, you knew you'd have to leave your dog and imagine you had a Toto. Because even at 10, you knew you needed some kind of fantasy to get you through. Side note, when Harlem schoolteacher Dorothy, Diana Ross, tries to save her dog from a storm, she is miraculously whisked away to an urban fantasy land called Oz. After accidentally killing the Wicked Witch of the East upon her arrival, Dorothy is told about the Wiz Richard Pryor, a wizard who can help her get back to Manhattan. As Dorothy goes in search of the Wiz, she's joined by the Scarecrow, Michael Jackson, the Tin Man, Nipsey Russell, and the Cowardly Lion, Ted Ross. 1981. Solid and the goddess spun herself to dizzy others, to make every bangle and lace shudder, gold. Because you were 8 and didn't have the words for energy or Oshun or conduit yet. But the feeling seemed like it could be Christmas Day or new bike or snow day or amusement park or birthday cake or swing or barbecue, all wrapped up in her dress, and Irene Cara made disco libations. And when she said, "Remember my name, fame," you did think adults could live forever. You did think they could catch the moon in their hands. You wanted your grandmother to drape herself in solid gold, and now you say, fame. 1982. You wore your favorite hijab so tight and brushed the baby hairs in a straight line first, before they called them edges, and combed your forehead baby hair with a fluoride-infused toothbrush from the free lunch school packet, then crossed them all at the ends religiously, and that's when you realized there are so many boundaries no one can see or touch. 1983, 1. After lunch salat, there were robust days when you'd double dutch with the full kids. Monday school lunch, Salisbury steak, kernel corn, French fries, peanut butter squares, chocolate milk or plain. Your 80s middle school skeleton moonwalking with halal hot dogs for dinner, and the smell of Salisbury steak on 6-section styrofoam plates, and maybe you'd call them robust epidemic days, because there were also weak days when you were all 80s ganged up on by Benetton colors